Hey channel members, welcome to Dezola Designs, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you so much for becoming a member, you guys. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make this. This is gorgeous. This is the Festive Fans placemat. If you guys can do a triple crochet and a single crochet, you can make this gorgeous placemat. Please keep in mind that this does not have to be Christmas holiday colors, okay? This can be whatever colors you want it to be. If you want it 2 colors, then use 2 colors. If you want 10 colors, then use 10 colors. But again, use what I think this would be gorgeous in Halloween colors like purple and orange with black in between. I think it would be gorgeous for like springtime colors. I think it would be gorgeous in your home's color palette, whatever that may be. These also make great gifts. They do work up fast. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. This is a very beginner friendly crochet project too, so please keep that in mind. But for all of these people that have been crocheting for a really long time, you'll love it too. So what do you need to do this? All you need is the following yarn. Hobbii is the sponsor of this video, so thank you so much to Hobbii for sponsoring this video. I used their yarn. So the main color, okay, the main color right here, you will definitely need 2 skeins. I'm using the Friends Cotton 8/8 yarn. You do not have to use Hobbii yarn if you don't have it. Just use whatever yarn you have on hand, okay? Just remember that the gauge of this yarn, this is a 3-weight yarn. So please try and keep it a 3-weight cotton yarn. If you're using placemats, if you're using this in the kitchen area, you definitely want to use cotton. If you use acrylic, if you put something on hot that's on acrylic, it could melt. So just keep that in mind. Cotton is always the best for kitchen projects, okay? So again, this is a 3-weight yarn. Each skein of this is 82 yards. So I'm thinking if you don't use this Hobbii Friends cotton yarn, which of course you should, but if you don't, you will probably need about 120 yards of the main color. So what is the main color? The main color is the color that goes around the border and in between the fan stitches, okay? For the other 2 colors, and then this is color 42 in the Friends Cotton 8/8 from Hobbii. I will have the actual color names down below, okay? And then for the other colors, I used white, and again, 1 skein is 82 yards. You will use about almost a whole skein of this, I would say. For the secondary colors, maybe 70 yards, because I did almost use a whole skein of this. So this one, of course, is white, and Hobbii colors, it is color 1, and then this one is color 105. Okay, so again, for those of you not using Hobbii yarn, you will need approximately, I would say, 110, 120 yards of your color, 3-weight yarn, hopefully, for the main color. And then if you're using the alternating fans, let's just say 70 yards of each color, okay, if you're making this. Now again, please keep in mind that you do not have to make a placemat. This would be an awesome table runner. For that, you would need a lot more yarn. So just keep that in mind, okay? Again, I'm using my scissors. These are awesome scissors. You will definitely need a yarn needle. You will need stitch markers. I have a few here. It just keeps your work looking really nice and clean and beautiful. And you will, of course, need a crochet hook. I used a 4mm hook for this project, okay? Another side note, you guys, you will see me wearing my bracelets throughout the video. I do custom make these. These are crystal bracelets and they are so, so beautiful. I have them in several different styles, several different stones. I have a lot of different stones. So if you guys like them, I will have my link up above and I will also have the links down below. If you want to use the Hobbii Friends cotton yarn, I will also have the link to that down below, okay? I think I got everything. So let's get started on this awesome project, you guys. I hope you have fun. I hope you enjoy it. Give me any feedback down below. Thanks so much for being here, and let's get started. Okay, everyone. So again, we're gonna start with a 4mm hook. And today I am starting with the red yarn. You can start with whatever yarn you want to, okay? Whatever color you want to. Just remember, this is going to be the color on the edges and the color in between the fans, okay? So I'm just going to make a slip knot right here. And then I'm going to chain 58. 5, 8. So go ahead and chain 58 and I will meet you when you are done. Okay, everyone, so you can see I have a chain of 58. I do, just a note, I do crochet loose when I am working with the cotton yarn just because I have hand issues when I start crocheting tight. So just keep that in mind. Mine may be a little bit longer than yours. It may be just a little bit looser, but in the end, your work will look the same as mine. So, you know, don't worry about it. Okay, so now we're going to start row 1. So row 1 is just single crochets, and we're going to start with 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So here's the first chain, here's the second chain. We're going to put 1 single crochet from the second chain in the second chain from the hook, just like that. And I always mark mine with a stitch marker. I have a little bowl of stitch markers here, so it's just a collection over the years. I highly, highly recommend using stitch markers, you guys. And just a note for right here, I did mark every 25th chain, okay? So I highly, highly recommend using stitch markers. So we just put the first single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then you're just going to want to do 1 single crochet in each chain all the way down to the other end, and you should have 57 single crochets, okay? So it's just 1 chain in each hook, 1 single crochet in each chain all the way down to the end, and you should have 57 single crochets when you get to the end of this row. So go ahead and do that, take your time, and I will meet you when you are done. Okay, everyone, first of all, so sorry, the garbage truck is outside. So I am coming up at the end of this row, and this is going to be 57 single crochets all the way across. One word I want to put in is yours will twist a little bit, especially on the first row. Don't worry about that. That's totally, totally normal, okay? So we just got done with row 1. Now we are going to start row 2. And row 2, you want to chain 1 and turn. And it's just going to be a repeat of row number 1. All you do is single crochet in the first single crochet. And then you can mark that first single crochet, just like this right here. And then you just put one single crochet in each single crochet all the way down the row. Okay, so it's just one single crochet in each single crochet, and at the end of the row you should have 57 single crochets again. Okay, and at the end of this row we are going to change colors. So again, just put one single crochet in each single crochet for a total of 57, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so we are coming up to the end of this row. I have 2 single crochets left. So at the end of this row, we are going to change color. Okay, so if you've never done it, don't worry about it. It's fine. This is our last single crochet. I'm going to take out our stitch marker, and then I'm going to insert my hook into the last single crochet. I'm going to pull up a loop and leave the 2 loops on your hook just like this. And then I'm going to fasten off. You want to leave a little bit of a tail so you can tuck your ends in properly. Okay, so again, these 2 loops stay on the hook. You're going to grab your next color, whatever color you choose. I'm going to use white. I'm going to make a slip knot, just like that. I'm going to make it a little bit longer, like that. Okay, slip knot, and then I'm going to take my hook, put the slip knot on the hook, tighten it just a little bit, and then pull through and chain 1. Okay, and that is how you add a new color. And then with these 2, what I do is I just tie a little knot. You want to pull them a little bit tight, just like that, and like that. And then I'll show you how to tuck the ends in later. Okay, so now we did our chain 1 right here. We're going to turn our work just like that. And you guys, please, 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 if I know it's kind of difficult on the first try, but just take your time with that. Go back, rewind it. Take as much time as you need. Don't get frustrated. I know sometimes learning something new, if you are a beginner, is kind of tricky, but just keep rewinding it and replaying it. And if you can't get it, you eventually will. Trust me, this this pattern has a lot of color changes. Okay, so we just chained 1, and in this first single crochet right here, we're going to put 1 single crochet. Okay, just like that. And then we are going to skip, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to triple crochet into the 4th single crochet. Okay, so we just put our first single crochet. We're going to skip 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to triple crochet into the 4th single crochet. Okay, so triple crochet, yarn over twice, insert your hook into the 4th single crochet, yarn over, pull through, pull through, pull through. That's your first single crochet. Okay, you're going to want to put, that's your first triple crochet. You're going to want to put, okay, so you want to put a total of 7 triple crochets into this stitch. So again, this is our first one. So we're going to put 6 more for a total of 7. So that's 2, 3, and again, we're putting them all in the same stitch. 4, 5, 6. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then one more is 7. Okay. So you want 7 triple crochets in the same stitch. And that makes a pretty fan stitch. Okay. And then we are going to chain 1. And then down here, we're going to skip 7 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in the 8th single crochet over, we're going to put 7 triple crochets again. So there's our first one, our first triple crochet. Again, you want to have 7 single crochets in between each fan. And be sure to chain 1 up on top and then triple crochet. So we did our triple crochet right here, and then we're going to put 6 more in there for a total of 7. How many is that? 4, 5, and again, these are all in the same stitch. 6 and 7. Okay, so yours should look something like this. We'll do one more together. Chain 1, skip 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the 8th single crochet, triple crochet. And you want to put 7 triple crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. And don't forget to chain 1 in between. Okay? So go ahead and do that. You guys got this. You want to put 7 triple crochets in the same stitch. Chain 1, skip 7, and then on the 8th single crochet, 7 triple crochets, chain 1, skip 7 all the way down. Okay, you guys got this. Just take your time, and remember, all of the triple crochets are going to be in the same stitch. So go ahead and take your time. You guys got this, and I will meet you when I am done with the last fan stitch. Okay, take your time. You guys got this. Okay, everyone, so we are at the end of this row. So you should have 4 single crochets left. Again, I just did my last fan or shell stitch, whatever you guys call it. This is a fan stitch in this application, in this pattern. So you should have 4 single crochets left. All you're going to do is single crochet, but not finish it because we're going to change color. Okay, so insert your hook into the last stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, now I am going to switch to the red color. You guys do not have to do red. You can do whatever colors you want. I'm doing 3 colors in this pattern, and I'm going to have the red in between the white and green fans, okay? But you do you do whatever color combinations you want. This would also look really cute with just red and green or red and white, like a candy cane, okay? So again, I stopped with the 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to grab my red yarn now. Okay, and I'm going to make a slip knot just like this. I have the 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to add the 3rd, and I'm going to tighten it just a little bit, and then I'm going to pull through. This one loop will probably get big. No worries, you just pull it a little bit tighter like that. And then I like to make a simple knot at the end, just so the strands don't come loose. And then I'll show you how to tuck your ends in. Okay, so we have that. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work around. All this is single crochets, and then with a drop single crochet right here. I'll show you how to do that. So here's our first single crochet right here. We're just going to do 1 single crochet in the first single crochet. You can mark your first single crochet. I always like to, just so I know what to crochet into when I come back around. So we have our 7 triple crochets right here. All you're going to do is put 7 single crochets, 1 for each triple crochet, or 1 on top of each triple crochet. This is how I do my patterns, and even when I'm working on someone else's pattern, I compartmentalize, I guess you could say. That's how my brain works. It's a lot easier for me to work like that. So it is 1 single crochet right here, and then another 7 single crochets for a total of 8. Now we come to the chain 1 space right here. So we are actually going to single crochet over this chain 1 space and down into this space right here. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is, okay? So all you do is count over on this row 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th single crochet right here. You're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, single crochet. Okay, super easy. Let's do that again. Find the 4th single crochet down below. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. You're going to just do a single crochet over this space. So insert your hook into the 4th single crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And it should look something like that. Super cute. I really want to make one with just red and white. I think that would look really cute. Anyway, we have the 7 triple crochet shells. So we're going to put 7 single crochets on top of the triple crochets. If you guys hear someone talking in the background, it is my husband. I tell him to try and be quiet, but that's impossible. It's okay, we love him. So 7 single crochets, 1 on each triple crochet. And then we come to our chain 1 space again. So we're going to count over 4 single crochets. All it is just the middle stitch, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, single crochet. Okay, super easy, you guys. And then 7 single crochets. If you guys need a little bit extra time, you can pause, rewind, watch it as many times as you need to. But all it is just the 4th stitch. It's just the middle stitch, okay? So we're gonna do 7 single crochets. Beep. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Count 4 single crochets over, single crochet into the middle stitch. okay? And then 7 single crochets, 1 drop single crochet, 7 single crochets, 1 drop single crochet. You guys got this. Just do it till the end of the row. Repeat this, and I will meet you when you are almost done with this row. Okay, everyone, so yours should look something like mine, and I pressed mine down so it could be a little bit flat. Super cute. I love the 2 colors, but I am going to use 3 in this one. So I have a couple single crochets left to do on this fan stitch, just like that. And then we have our single crochet right here. So you just single crochet into the last single crochet like that. Okay, so here is your row, and yours should look something like mine. Really pretty. So then for the next row, we are on row 5, I believe, right? Yes, we are on row 5. So we're just going to single crochet, or not single crochet, we're going to put chain 1 and then turn, and then we're just going to single crochet in each single crochet across for 57. Okay, so again, I didn't mark my single crochet. I'm going to mark it right here. So there is 1. Oh, I can't find my stitch marker. 1, and then you just put 1 single crochet in each single crochet all the way across for 57 single crochets. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so I am coming up the end of this row, and at the end of this row, I'm just going to put 2 more single crochets, but I'm going to leave the 2 loops on my hook in the last single crochet, and then I'm going to add my next color. Now, if you guys can see, the white and the red look really, really pretty, but I am going to add a 3rd color, and that's going to be green. If you guys would like to just stick with 2 colors, go ahead and stick with 2 colors. If you want to add a 3rd, go ahead and add a 3rd. If you want to do every row a different color, then make every row a different color. You guys, make it your own project. This is your own project. So I am doing 3 colors for this project. Again, red, white, and green, okay? So I'm going to add the next color, and again, I leave my 2 loops on my hook, and I make a slip knot, and with the new color, I just put the new color on my hook, and then I pull through, just like that. Okay, so we added the new color. Now we're going to chain 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we put 4. This counts as our first triple crochet. Okay, we're going to turn that over. And then in this first single crochet right here, we're going to put 3 more triple crochets. So that is 1. Again, in the first single crochet, put 3 triple crochets. 2, and 3. Okay, so after you have your 3 triple crochets, you want to chain 1, and then we're going to skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in this stitch right here, we're going to put 7 triple crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 1, and it's just like before. It's just going to be like this row. Okay, we're going to skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the 8th single crochet we're going to put 7 triple crochets. Okay, so go ahead and repeat that pattern. I feel like you guys have got the hang of it. So it is just, whoops, 7 triple crochets, skip 7, and the 8th single crochet, 7 triple crochets. Okay, so go ahead and do that to the end. I will meet you right here at this group of 7 triple crochets. Okay, you got it, you guys. Take your time and we'll meet back when you're almost done with the row. Okay, everyone, so you can see this row came out really super spectacular, and you can see the fans are in between the previous row's fans. So if yours looks something like this, then congratulations, you did a great job. Now we are coming to the end of this row, you guys, and this row is row 6. So the repeat is rows 3 through row 8. I just thought I'd let you know, because I don't think I've been saying the correct rows. I don't think I've been saying any rows, and I just meant to say that. Anyway, okay, let's see. So this is the last fan stitch, the last full fan that we are doing for this row. And again, this is row 6. So we're just going to put one chain in between. And then we're going to, on the last single crochet of this row, put 4 triple crochets in the last stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. But again, we're going to leave those 2 loops on the hook like that, because we are going to change color. Again, when you get to the last fan, you want to chain 1, and you want to put 4 triple crochets into the last single crochet of the previous row. Okay? So again, and then we just completed row number 6. So you got all that. Now I'm going to start a new color. So I'm going to snip that off. I leave a long tail so I can tuck in the ends properly. And since I'm doing red in between, I'm going to pick up my red color. And you guys probably think I'm so organized with these balls, but in reality, I just really messed up. So I have those laying around. Just thought I'd let you know that. So now I'm going to get my new color. Again, you don't have to do all these colors, or if you want to have each row a different color, go right ahead. This is how you change color. So you leave your 2 loops on the hook, put your new color on, and then you pull through. Oops. Kind of takes a little bit of practice there, just like that. And then you're going to chain 1, okay? And what I like to do always is tie a little knot at the end of this row, just so nothing comes unraveled. And yes, this is going to have a ton of ends to tuck in, but you guys, it's totally worth it because it's so beautiful. Okay, so now we're starting row number 7. So we immediately chained 1 just to lock our new color on there. I'm gonna turn my work over, okay? And then this row is just a repeat of this row. So I chained 1. Again, we're starting row 7. And now I'm going to single crochet in the first single crochet. And then I'm going to single crochet 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then we are going to single crochet in the previous rows, 2 previous rows, 4th stitch. Does that make sense? We're just going to single crochet down here in the middle. So on this row, you count over 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, we're just going to single crochet like that. Okay, so it's exactly like what we did right here. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet on top of the triple crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then we are at this chain 1 space. So what are we going to do? We're going to single crochet down below into the 4th single crochet. We're going to single crochet into the 4th single crochet down below. Does that sound? I don't know how to word that. You count over 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert your hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, single crochet. Okay, look at how pretty that looks. So you just single crochet 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you come to the chain 1 space, and then you single crochet into the 4th single crochet 2 rows below. That's how you word that. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Okay, so go ahead and repeat that all the way down, and I will meet you when you are done with this row. Okay, everyone, so yours should look something like this. Really, really beautiful. So now we are at the last 4 stitches in this row, and all you do after the drop single crochet is you just put 4 single crochets in the rest of the stitches. So you should have 4 stitches left, so 4 single crochets, and then you do 3 single crochets, 1 on the top of each triple crochet, and then 1 on the top of the chain 4 from the previous row. So there you go. So now all we're going to do in the next row is just put 1 single crochet in each stitch for a total of 57 single crochets. Okay, so you just chain 1. The rows in between are just a repeat of these rows right here. Okay, so we chain 1. We're going to turn our work, and then we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each single crochet for a total of 57 single crochets. And this is the start of row 8. So this is the last row, and then we repeat row number 3, okay? And I will have each row marked with a card at the beginning of each row. So go ahead and put 57 single crochets, 1 in each stitch across, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so we are at the end of the row, and I just have 1 more single crochet to do in this row. But first, I want to show you how to properly tuck your ends in, okay? This is the front of our work. This is the back of our work. So you want to get your yarn needle, and on the back of the work, preferably in the same color. So I'm going to grab this one right here. I always like to leave my first chain just so I know what the front and the back is. That's just my thing, you guys. I don't know if you want to go ahead and work that first one through, by all means, but I like to do, this is the first chain, this is where we started, so this is the first tail. I always like to leave that, and then when I'm done with the project, that's the last thing that I do. That is just my thing. You know, you do you. But you put your yarn on through your yarn needle, and then all you do is work. I like to work in these loops back through on the back. You just work your needle, your yarn and the yarn needle through the loops, and you want to make sure that they're just through the back loops. So you work it one way, like that. You want to go back and forth at least twice. So I went one way, and then I'm going to go back this way. And you guys, taking the time with your work and just taking the time to do this, this is a process. This is part of the whole crochet process, okay? So please, please, please just take your time. You want these pieces to last, and this is part of it lasting. So then you just go through a third time like that, and then I just cut mine off like this, and that will forever be in there, okay? And I like to tuck my ends in as I do my work, so at the end of the project I don't have like a million ends. So with this, I work my way to these right here. So again, back loops only. I just go like this, and then I just weave mine through like that, and then I'm right here, so I just go through these loops like that. One, and I think this one I only have enough for 2. Maybe 3. I do have 3. You just work my needle through there like that. And that's like that. Okay. You can also leave these strands if you get confused what is the right side and the wrong side. You can leave these strands like this, and when you're done with the project, just cut them out. But that is how I weave my ends in, and you can see pretty. Okay, so now let's finish this row right here. And again, this is the end of the row, so I only had one single crochet left to do. So again, this, we just finished row 8, okay? Now we're gonna go back to row number 3. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This project is just a repeat of rows 3 to 8. And again, I have the rows marked with cards, row 3, row 4, row 5, so you guys can go back and easily find the rows that you need to repeat. Okay, so again, this is row 8 that we are just completing. Now I'm going to cut my yarn off, and I'm going to get the first color that I used in my first fan stitch, which is white. And we are going to start again with row number 3. So I make my slip knot. Oh, I'm going to make the tail a little bit longer. I have my 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to put the slip knot on. And then I'm going to pull that new color through right there. And then I'm going to chain 1. And again, this starts row number 3. Okay, so we're repeating this row. So I chain 1, turn, just like this. And then in the first single crochet, I'm going to put my first single crochet. And then I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to put 7 triple crochets into the first stitch. Okay, so it's just a repeat of row number 3, and then you're going to repeat row number 4, row number 5, row number 6, row number 7, and row number 8. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and repeat rows 3 to 8, and I will meet you back when I'm about halfway done. Another quick note that I want to make is sometimes these will pucker out like this. Just press them back down. If they're really puckering, just use a book to press them down, but don't worry about that. Everything will be flat when you're close to finishing the work. Okay, so you guys take your time. Again, repeat rows 3 to 8, and just on repeat for however wide you want your project. But I will check back in with you when I am about halfway done with mine. Okay, take your time and enjoy, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, everyone, so this is what mine is looking like so far. This is about, I think, 9 inches, and it looks super spectacular. This is the front, and this is the back. Hopefully you guys are tucking in your ends as you go along. I have these here because I just put together some scraps of red that I had. I actually messed up the first time around, so I tied all of my scrap ends together, so that's why I have these here. But most of my ends are tucked in, so your ends should look something like this if you are tucking in your ends. If not, don't forget to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go probably another, I would say 3 more rows. I would like to end probably on a white row. So yeah, I would say 3 or 4 more rows to about 12 inches. But we'll see when I get there. I will definitely make the next clip will be towards the end of the row, whatever row I decide to end on. So I just thought I would check in with you guys. I know my desk is kind of messy right now. There's a lot of scraps, but hopefully you are liking this project. Hopefully it's not that difficult for you all. I know once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy actually. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun, and I will meet you when I am almost done. Again, I'm going to go probably another 3 more rows to 12 inches. You, of course, could make yours however long you want. Maybe you want to make a table runner. So just keep going and make it as long as you want. But I will meet you back when I am almost done at about 12 inches. So keep on keeping on, take your time, and I hope you like this as much as I do. Okay, everyone, so you can see how beautiful this is. I love the red in between. So just to let you know, this came out to about 13 inches wide. Yours maybe you want a narrower one. Maybe yours is only 10 inches wide, whatever. Again, or maybe you're making a table runner, okay? It's your project. Make it your own, however wide you want it. I just have mine at 13 because we have big plates over here in this household. So, okay, now what we're going to work on, so make sure you like the width and the length because this is going to be your placemat size. So now we are going to start on the edge, okay? Now on the edge, it's just half double crochets. That's all it is. And mine are about 40 half double crochets on either side, okay? If yours is 38, that's fine. If yours is 42, that's fine. Just whatever you have on one side. Let's say you did 40 half double crochet on one side, you have to do 40 half double crochet on the other side, okay? So just make sure that number that you have is even on both sides, okay? Just to make it super, super even and look nice in the long run. So, oh, sorry. I don't know where this pen came from. Here is my last stitch. I am going to fasten off just because I like that look better. And actually I do recommend just fastening off because actually we're going to start down here in this corner. So let's just fasten off after you do your last single crochet right here. So again, this is the back side of my work, okay? I'm going to turn it over, and this is now the front side of my work, and we are going to be crocheting from the front side. So please, please, please just fasten off your work because it will be so much easier, okay? If you have ends you still need to tuck in, no worries. Just make sure that everything is tucked in that the ends are tucked back when you do your half double crochets. It'll all make sense, you guys, once we start doing it, okay? So now, again, front side facing out. We are going to start right here in this corner. This is actually where the whole project began. I'm going to take the red color that I used in between the fans. You can do whatever color you want, actually. If you want to do white, if you want to do green, maybe you're making a Halloween color one and you want different colors on the end, go for it. It's your work. You know, make it as colorful as you want. So again, we are going to start right here in the corner. There is a little space. You can start anywhere near here, but I'm just going to start right here in the corner, and I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to put the, I made a little slip knot, put the yarn on the hook, and then I'm going to pull through and then make one slip stitch. Okay, that's just to lock the yarn in there. And then in the same stitch, I'm going to put one half double crochet. Just like that. Actually, let me show you, if in case you don't know how to do a half double crochet, all you do is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. So you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double crochet. That's actually my favorite stitch, by the way. So there are no real, it's not like this where you have a clearly defined stitch that you can crochet into. When you do it with a raw edge like this, you kind of just have to make your way through. So please, please, please just do it evenly spaced. And that's why I say you should have about 40, maybe you'll have 38, maybe you have 42, but I would say no more than 42 if your placemat is like mine, if it's about 13 inches wide. Okay. If you get more than that, it will start to bow out. So you want to have it kind of in that range. Okay. So again, evenly spaced, as even as possible, you just put in half double crochets. And again, you kind of have to poke your crochet hook in there and just make your own stitches. And you want them, again, evenly spaced. You don't want them crowded, obviously, in one stitch, but you don't want them too far apart. And what I do is I just pause and then I take a look at it, because sometimes if they're too far apart, you can really see, especially on the side, you can see one long stitch right here. So as long as these stitches on the side are pretty even, you're good. So just go ahead and half double crochet your way up the side, even spaces. And again, anywhere from, I would say, oh, there's a truck backing up, 40 stitches is great. 40 half double crochets. Okay. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you when you are almost done with this row. Okay, everyone, I know I jumped ahead a little bit, but I'm so excited for this. I think this looks so pretty. So I finished, and I know I left you with one side. So I finished this side with the half double crochets. I actually ended up with 41. I know that's a really weird number, but I ended up with 41 half double crochets on this side. Okay. So after my 41, again, you could have 39, you can have 42, just make whatever number you have on this side, make the same number of half double crochets on this side and just space them as evenly as possible. Okay. So when you're done with this row with the half double crochets, just go ahead and fasten it off, and then come to the next side and crochet. Again, I had 41. I know that's kind of a random number. I tried to do 40. It didn't work. I tried to do 42. I don't know. 41 is my number. And yeah, that, you know, sometimes it is what it is, and you just have to go with the flow. Okay, so now, again, finish your row, finish your half double crochet row. On the first row that you do, you're going to fasten off, of course, and make sure that your right side is facing out, okay? This was the row that I left you on, so all I did was half double crochet. Again, I had 41 half double crochets, and at the end of the row, I just fastened it off, okay? So now when you do your second row, you're going to have the same number. So again, I did 41 half double crochets on this side, but on this side, we're not going to fasten off. We are just going to put single crochets all the way around. So there's really no need to fasten off. The only thing here that's kind of tricky is if you want to completely fasten off, please go right ahead. But now I'm just going to round the corner. So I'm going to put 3. So we're going to start the last row right now. So I'm putting 3 single crochets in the corner, and that's all this last row is, okay? It's 3 single crochets in each corner, and then I'm gonna mark this one right here. So this was my last half double crochet right here. So I know where the last half double crochet is. And then I put 3 single crochets in the corner, okay? And again, this is after the row of half double crochets. We are just going to continue working. There's no need to fasten off really. If you want to fasten off and start in any corner, then please do. You just do 3 single crochets in the corner, and then you do, I believe it was 57 on my, yeah, it was 57 on my placemat. Yours may be different because yours may be a little bit longer. Again, no big deal. But for me, my number of single crochets was 57. So I'm going to put, this was our first chain row. And sometimes the chain rows are kind of a little bit wonky, but it's okay. Just make sure that you have the same number of stitches that you did in between. So again, mine was 57. So then I'm going to put 57 stitches, 57 single crochets along this edge. Does that make sense? So 3 single crochets in the corner, and then 57 single crochets, and just do it along here. Again, sometimes it's a little bit hard to find the stitches, so I'm just doing it in between here. Let's see what happens with that. So again, I'm going to do 57 single crochets, and actually I'm going to mark. So here was my last half double crochet. I did the 3 single crochets in the corner, and this starts my single crochet row. Okay. Does that make sense? So this was my last half double crochet that I did for this row. And then I did the 3 single crochets. And now I'm starting my 57 single crochets along the long side of my placemat. Okay. So go ahead and put, if you want to do 57, put 57. Yeah, and go ahead and do this in each stitch or as evenly spaced as you can. And I will meet you when I am almost done with this row. Okay, everyone, so you can see my single crochets. This row is going to be just slightly thicker than the top row. This is the bottom row. It just has the extra chain when we started, when we first started the project. So just a note. So I have 55. So now I'm going to put 2 more single crochets out to finish this row. I have 57. And then in the corner, and sometimes the corner, you guys, is not as defined, so you just have to like wing it a little bit. I'm just going to put it, so this was our first, I think, the slip stitch. I'm just going to put it in here. So then wherever your corner may be, put 3 single crochets. And again, it doesn't have to be like, you know, super scientific or whatever. We've made it this far. So that's what mine looks like. Okay, here's the 57th single crochet. And then here's the 3 single crochets in the corner. Then we're going to go back up one of the sides that we just made. And again, I had 41 half double crochets. So go ahead again and continue. 3 single crochets in the corner and 1 single crochet 1 single crochet in each half double crochet, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so you can see how beautiful that looks. Really, really pretty. The single crochets do just really bring it all together. One note, it will be a little bit wavy. If yours is, just keep that in mind, just because of how the pattern is. So you didn't do anything wrong, just a note, okay? So now we are in another corner situation. And again, you guys, just do the corner wherever you can. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point. As long as you've done this row, you just kind of find a stitch here and put 3 double crochet or 3 single crochets in. So I'm just going to do mine right in here. And if you have any extra stitches or any extra little hangies, now is the time to kind of tuck them back. So again, here's the 3 single crochets in the corner. And again, we are going to do, for me, I had 57 single crochets, 3 single crochets in the corner. This corner stitch I did mark, and then 41 single crochets on the side. Okay, so go ahead and finish up. It's just single crochets, 3 single crochets in the corner, and then single crochets, and then we are done. How exciting! So go ahead and finish those rows, and I will meet you when I am almost done. Okay, everyone, I am coming up on the last single crochets of this project. And every time I'm finish a project, it's always such a great feeling, as I'm sure it is with all of you. So this is the last stitch right here, okay? And then here is where we started the first 3 single crochets. I don't know why I want to say double crochets. The first 3 single crochets in the corner. So this is the first one right here. All you're going to do is slip stitch into that one, just like that. Get your scissors, fasten it off. Beep. Just like this, and you are, well, I'm almost done. I have to tuck in on my end still, but you're done with the project. Super, super, super beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is. Red is definitely my favorite. I love it so, so much, you guys. So there you go. That is the project. Again, this does not have to be in Christmas colors. This can be in any colors you want. It would look great for Thanksgiving colors. It would look great for your own, if you have a color scheme in your house, in your dining room, in your kitchen, you can make it those kind of colors. Of course, any holiday in the United States, we have Thanksgiving, of course, Christmas. Halloween would look really, really pretty with this, a Halloween one. Just to give you the finished dimensions of this, so this is 13 by 18. So really, really pretty, a really, really nice, gorgeous placemat. You guys, thank you so much for becoming members to my channel. Thank you so, so much just in general for being here. I really, really appreciate all of you watching my crochet tutorials through the years. It is crazy, but thank you so, so much. And thank you so, so much to Hobbii for sponsoring this video. So I really, really appreciate all of you guys being here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I know you all are members because this video is available to members only. So thank you so, so much for watching, you guys. And I hope you all are doing well and you are love your finished project. I know I do. And we'll see each other in the next crochet tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.